hold on to yourself. I know that you're running a troublesome planetary period and the problems are never ending. Every day you wake up with hope that today my problems will get solved and I will overcome this troublesome period. But again, you're beaten and you're pushed down, your back is against the wall, and you are clueless and helpless as to whether this difficult time will come to an end or not. And you are at the verge of taking that wrong step. And if you take that wrong step, then you will regret that for your life. So, this is the Mahadasha system in your horoscope, where you end up running the Mahadasha of a planet which is negatively placed in your horoscope and you become helpless. So, this video is for those people who are at the verge of giving up and who are at the verge of losing their self-confidence, their dignity, themselves. Because even though we all are born strong, but at some point of our life, we get cornered and we feel like giving up. And we face this situation because of the troublesome planetary periods that run in our horoscope. So, hey guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing great and I welcome you back to Purab's Astrology. Let's get into this matter and let's understand why we go through troublesome periods and how do we hold on. So, we all are given a horoscope when we are born, right? And planets are placed in different houses. There are certain planets which are well placed and there are certain planets which are malefically placed in our horoscope. And the problem is that if unluckily negative planets like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, Sun, malefic, they are placed in the 6th house, the 8th house and the 12th house. And if God forbid they are in debility or unfriendly sign, then whenever we run the Mahadasha or the Antardasha, that is the sub-periods and the major planetary periods of these planets which are placed in the difficult houses, the 6th, 8th and 12th, that makes our life hell. And if Ketu is debilitated in the 6th or the 8th or the 12th, and God forbid you start running Ketu Mahadasha, then that can be the worst period of your life. If Saturn is debilitated in the 12th house of your horoscope, and Saturn Mahadasha is quite a long period, 19 years, so that can really be torturous, especially during the Mahadasha of Saturn and the Antardasha of Saturn, that is the period of 3 years. That is the major period and the sub-period of Saturn. Similarly, the Ketu Mahadasha and Ketu Antardasha, that's going to be very difficult. So, what do you do? How do you face this situation? Now that I've explained why this happened, how do you manage it? If you are running a troublesome period of any planet, understand what that planet wants from you. Ketu is mokshkarak. Ketu is unmaterialistic. Ketu doesn't like happiness, glamour, and anything that has got to do with materialism, right? So, when you start running Ketu Mahadasha, you have to become very spiritual. You have to leave the glamour quotient from your life. You have to eat simple food, dress simple and be simple, give up on greed, give up on expectation and behave as if you are just the body and not the mind. If you start blending yourself according to the energy of Ketu, then Ketu will not harm you to the extent with which it is trying to harm you, because Ketu wants you to become spiritual and isolated. He doesn't want you to get into a party or eat good food and enjoy with your life. And you can't do that also. If you try to do that, it will separate you from the situation. So it's better that you awaken yourself and you blend according to Ketu. Saturn doesn't want you to be unjust. Saturn doesn't like people who lie. Saturn hates people who are lazy, who doesn't do work in time, who don't give full importance to the commitments that they have made, who don't follow rules, restrictions and regulations, who don't abide the law, who don't respect the elderly people. These are certain primary attributes of Saturn. So, if you have a debilitated Saturn and if you're running the Mahadasha or Antardasha of Saturn and it is a very troublesome period, change your ways, mend your ways, respect the lower class people and start speaking the truth. If you take a vow that I will not speak a single lie during the sub period of a debilitated Saturn. Even you can do that during the sub period of Saturn, even though it is well placed in your horoscope. But primarily, if Saturn is negatively placed, then if you vow to become truthful, honest, just, then Saturn will not harm you. If you have a debilitated Mars in the 6th, 8th, or 12th, what does Mars want you to do? Mars is about action and doing your duty and coming out and helping people. The police, the armed forces, the people who are in uniform, they represent Mars. So if you have a debilitated Mars in the 6th house, start caring for animals, pets, servants, protect them. The more you will try to protect them, the more Mars will start giving good results in your life. So understand primarily the energy of a planet, and if that planet is malefically placed in your horoscope, that means that you have not done good karma or you have done negative karma with the significances of those things which are controlled by that planet. Now, when you blend yourself and when you try to behave like the planet is, then the planet will stop affecting you because you will be emitting the similar energy which the planet is emitting. So there will be harmony between you and the planet. So I hope this concept gets into your mind and I hope this helps you. So if you're running a troublesome planetary period, open your chart, see which Mahadasha you're seeing and start mending your ways and start correcting things according to the nature of that planet. If you have doubts, then you can comment, or if you want a personal consultation, then you can go ahead and contact the number which I have mentioned. I hope this video helps you. Hold on, stay strong. I'm giving more power to you and mend your ways. Be a righteous person. Half the problems in your life will get solved. Adios. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.